Good afternoon, year 8. Hope everyone's fine and dandy on this sunny, where I am anyway, Thursday afternoon. Today we're going to look at your digital footprint. Lesson objectives today are: number 1, learn what your digital footprint is, and then 2, you're going to reflect on whether your footprint is positive or negative. It's not going to be a long lesson today, so they're not a long one for me doing a lot of talking. But what is your digital footprint? One way to look at it is that it's all the stuff you leave behind when you use the internet. That's not just necessarily using a browser on your phone or on your desktop. It's also, remember, playing on the PlayStation or Xbox Live, that uses the internet. What you watch on Netflix or Amazon Prime, that's the internet. YouTube, all these things. So even things, obviously more obvious things like comments on social media. If you're saying something positive or on Facebook about someone's picture, or if you're calling someone a noob on Fortnite on YouTube, comments or something like that. So your footprint also includes this websites you go shopping on. So, for example, I recently looked at buying a new bike on Decathlon, and the next time I went on the Amazon and Facebook websites, they both had adverts for Decathlon bikes on their websites because of the little cookie files stored on my phone and my desktop that say, "Oh, Mr. Phillips has been on this website. Let's show him an advert for their stuff." That's another example. More examples include things like Skype and FaceTime and WhatsApp calls. The apps, so Google and Apple will have a record of all the apps you use, when you use them, how long you open them for. The apps themselves will record this information. Google, Apple, Microsoft all have records of your emails, who you sent it to, when you sent it, how long it was, how many words, all these sorts of things. Other things include like location data. If that's switched on, you can take a picture and you upload it to Facebook. Facebook can tell by the file itself, not necessarily where your phone was, but from the file itself, where the picture was taken, these sorts of things. And this information can be used for good purposes, although, I'm not sure, Amazon say it's good that they can hopefully, help you shop better. But also, the buying habits are important to people like Tesco and Asda. They will target adverts at you, saying if you've bought a lot of milk recently, say, they'll send you emails saying like, "Oh, here's a recipe that includes milk, like say pancake mix or something." Or they can track, just pretty much everything that you do. Just to like down to your phone number, how much you spend on your phone bill, or your parents do. So everything you do that connects to the internet in some way is your footprint, and that footprint is stored, whether you like it or not, by somebody. Not all in the same place. Google will keep information about me, for example, on my Android phone. When I open it first time in the morning, for another one that's come up recently on my phone is that Google now silences my phone between kind of 7:30 and 8 o'clock, because it has realised that in those times I'm doing the same journey every day, which is driving to school to work. It was the same on the way back. It tends to be different times though, but on average between 4 and 4:30, my phone gets fewer notifications because Google's checked, without my knowledge or permission really, but I'm not that bothered. My phone does the same journey every day. Well, Monday to Friday does the same journey, so it silences the phone for me, which is a bit creepy, to be honest. A bit useful, but all part of my footprint. So these are some of the things you have to think about. There will be a link, or there is a link on the Show My Homework to a BBC section on Bite Size again, funnily enough, that has more detail on what your footprint is, how you can manage it, these sorts of things. And then that's about it really. Not much more to say. You can feel free to look up the phrase digital footprint and find different definitions on the internet. There is one worksheet to do. Again, if you don't have a printer, it's not a problem. There's some questions on there. Just have a quick recap while I scroll up. Digital footprint left behind when you go online. Think about what you do online. Do you watch videos? Do you comment on photographs? These sorts of things. The first task is to write down the last 10 websites you've been on. And the second task is to write down whether you think your footprint would be classed as positive or negative, and explain why. As always, feel free to ask me any questions on Show My Homework or send me an email. That's about it really. Not a very long lesson from me today. Have a look at the BBC before you answer the questions. Just think about all the times you interact with people, how many, all the different ways your phone connects to the internet. For me, for example, if I'm driving, I'm generally listening to like Amazon Music or streaming from the SoundCloud or something. All these things count. So have a think about it. Have a go at the worksheet. Again, if you can't print it off, that's not a problem. You can write it down on a piece of paper, workbook, whatever, and just send me a picture. And good luck. Take care. Bye.